The First Amendment is the cornerstone of our country's liberty and freedom, and we should stand by it no matter what. The First Amendment gives society the right to express what they want and how they feel about certain things. Even if the words may be insulting like fighting words, people should be able to say anything they want. If people can't criticize other people or the government, then this world will never hear other opinions, and we'll be stuck with the same old ideas and not improve ourselves. Fighting words is sometimes necessary to hear different opinions and see what the world is really like. One example of why fighting words should be protected by the First Amendment is because of the Gregory Johnson case. Johnson burnt the flag of the United States of America. The only reason that so many people were against this act was because it supposedly disturbed the peace and that the use of the symbol was wrong. However, Johnson burning the flag didn't disturb the peace at all, and the government had no right to say the flag only presented one view. Johnson was not trying to say that he hated America, but instead he was trying to express his thoughts about how he was unhappy with the government's choices. Because of this case, the Supreme Court's majority decided that the act of flag burning should be placed under the protection of the First Amendment. Not only did Johnson's act allow people to see this action through different point of views, but it also helped to broaden our minds. This example shows that even symbolic speech should be protected under the First Amendment. Justice William Brennan once said that, quote, "The right to differ is the centerpiece of our First Amendment freedoms," unquote. He also wrote, quote, "If there is a bedrock principle of the First Amendment, it is that the government may not prohibit the expression of an idea simply because society finds the idea itself offensive or disagreeable," unquote. Rarely, if never, will everyone agree with you when you say something. And if you can't say it because society finds it offensive, then most people wouldn't be able to say half the things they do on a daily basis. Justice William Brennan believed the flag's place as a symbol of democracy was strengthened, not undermined, by the decision to protect free speech. The First Amendment was created for a reason, and that reason was that people should be able to express their opinions. A justice thought that any idea should be able to be expressed, so people who criticize other people should be able to say what they want and not be in danger of being arrested. Justice William Brennan supports my argument because he agrees that even though society might find the words offensive, a person should still have the right to say what they want. The last example of why the First Amendment should protect fighting words is the Terminiello versus Chicago case. Terminiello made a speech that criticized political and religious groups. This speech started a public dispute and he got arrested. However, the Supreme Court overturned his conviction because they agreed that, quote, "the vitality of civil and political intuitions in our society depend on free discussion," unquote. The court concluded that a state can't punish a person because they created a public dispute. Therefore, the court is protecting Terminiello's right to criticize political and religious groups, which fall into the category of fighting words. This case allowed a man his right to freedom of speech, despite the fact that he created a public dispute. Overall, the First Amendment helps our country to accept things we normally wouldn't. It should keep protecting fighting words because it helps us move on and improve our world and see things in a different perspective. Though it might cause some problems on the way, the overall result will turn out to be better than from where we started. Thank you.
Okay, so you said that, for example, Johnson, in your piece, said that Johnson burnt the flag, but aren't there better ways to show what you believe than doing something that'll cause other people's emotional harm and can cause them?
Well, it didn't cause the public to become angry at him, which is why.
But I have that same piece and it said it did.
I got it and it said he did it.
Okay, and most of your piece was about improving everything, but we're improving this, for example, the school every day, and we don't do that by protests or anything. So
yes,
why should the American government do the same, or why should the American public do the same to the government?
Well, some people, they do insult other people, but they learn from their mistakes, and so they improve themselves,
You said that it'll end up better. Like in your last sentence, you said that the world will end up better if you allow it. But how could it end up being a better place if people can go around screaming hate, screaming?
Because some people find determination from it, you know.
But where's the determination in that?
Well, if people say you suck at painting. It's offensive to you because maybe you love
Well,
painting.
no, we're not saying you suck at painting. We're saying legitimately insulting and
Yeah, but
demeaning
then-
things.
If you criticize a political group, they might find things wrong with their way of governing.
Well, what if
So
what
they
if
might
somebody
fix that and
well,
then
if,
make
if,
everyone
if you're
happier.
if you have a religion and they come up to you and scream something inaccurate about your religion to you, do you think you're gonna change find
then
something
you
better
can
with your religion if
correct
it's
them.
inaccurate?
What?
If you correct them, it's still insulting. They still said it.
Yes, but then if you correct them, they might not think that anymore.
But
But
people
what if they don't?
People
then
are
they
stubborn.
think the same.
people
Yes,
are
well, then
stubborn.
that's
They're not
their
gonna open
opinion.
up their mind to that.
That's their opinion, and you have your own opinions.
But it,
So you would, don't you think that the use of fighting words crosses the border of kind of respectful treatment and insulting people?
Yes.
So
Then why
you
do you
would
think-
have people insult each other and possibly hurt each other's feelings.
why do you
How
think
would-
that'll make
how
that
would
a better
good-
place?
Yeah, how could good come
Because
out of that?
then they might, well, it's your own opinions. You can say something that might insult someone, and they might get insulted, but they can say something back. And it's just an opinion. It's not like it could be true.
But it's still insulting.
Yeah,
It's,
but
they
then
they,
it's
they
still
base
an
their
opinion.
opinion on something.
You can still ignore it.
Do you think you're
But
going to
it's still
ignore
there.
it? if
It's
you're
still
Republican?
there.
Do you think you're not
Time
just gonna
would-
block it out? You're always gonna hear.